Hey, I'm strummerdood or mad or whatever, I don't know. So Robert Brock's Presentable Liberty. It seems pretty simple, pretty abstract, but it actually details the many pitfalls of capitalism. Its prequel, Acceptable Money, is a bit more overt with this message. Players have a magical money machine. You open the box, you collect the money, and you spend it on upgrades to get even more money. It's got a junk food mechanic, making you want more money for the sole purpose of making even more money. And it works. Pocketing coins and cash, no matter how superficial, feels good. It naturally hits a dopamine trigger. Soon though, you can afford a cat that loves you unconditionally, but you can also just send her out for more cash. Because it's a video game and everything's supposed to have a purpose towards the main gameplay conceit, you repeatedly send her out. During all of this, a Mrs. Sinclair sends cryptic letters to you. Knowing your affinity towards money, she helps you get more by killing your cat. And just like how greed made you send your cat out, your curiosity will cause you to buy cat fur, which leads to huge profit margins. It's extremely stark, but by the end of the game, you don't think twice about selling organs on the black market in order to stay healthy from a virus. Eventually, your machine dies and your remaining money goes towards a can of beans and a can opener, which puts a smile on your face as you die. Unlike the sentiment felt by Gordon Gekko, greed is not good in Acceptable Money. You had all the money you needed to purchase basic necessities like food. You even had a cat that loved you, but for monetary reasons, you purchased so-called improvements and got your cat killed. Common criticism of capitalism is that it enables people to manipulate the market for personal gain. Like wage theft is a thing somehow. It also serves as an allegory for the treatment of veterans in America. Once you've served your purpose, society will spit you out on the streets. The game's sequel, Presentable Liberty, more so focuses on depression in the workplace and how it derives from the perceived noble pursuits of capitalism. Existing in the same world as its predecessor, Presentable Liberty also features a deadly virus and abstract caricatures who send you letters. The player is a literal prisoner in the world. Locked in a cell, you are immune to the virus, but must be kept happy so as not to kill yourself. Eventually, you get a little Game Boy to play some overly frustrating games on. You're told other prisoners have found the games to be too hard, perhaps leading to even more suicides. And Jesus Christ, it makes sense. A feeling of claustrophobia creeps in as you constantly fail in the games. A clock in the background keeps ticking, and the cell gets smaller with all the junk being thrown in. The game seems to be begging you to stop playing, but you can't simply save and quit. Ending the game ends everything. And that's when it hit me. You're a depressed office drone. I'm stuck, I'm stressed, and the only way out is to quit the game, i.e., kill yourself. Makes even more sense when you receive the final game, which is literally just a work simulator. Keep the gears going and make the boss happy, but it's inconsequential. It's a TPS report from Office Space. The game's 4 characters further allude to this. Each represents a certain value, conflicting with each other through the letters. Mr. Smiley is an artificial relationship to detract from reality. Dr. Money is an influential figure corrupted by money. Charlotte is our social connections, someone being pushed away by worthless work, like Acceptable Money's cat. Salvador is a free spirit living on the fringes of society and is actually quite important to the whole allegory. Your friend lives happily on his own, which is a viable option to just live in the woods outside of society. But when he returns to his hometown, he catches the eye of Dr. Money. Near the end of the game, Salvador dies opening your cell door. His free will is crushed by capitalism. This is also a criticism of how creative endeavors are viewed in our society, that they're disposable and not worth money. Players can leave and brave the virus outside or stay in the cell and be safe from the epidemic. We can assume either choice leads to your death. Leaving the prison, you can read the final note from Charlotte. Staying in your cell, Dr. Money will berate and insult you before killing you. The game uses cynicism to deliver a motivating message. We're going to die anyway, so you might as well spend that time doing something you enjoy. Don't expect others to do it for you. Go out and find it.